Aloha and good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit. Super grateful to be here with you today. This is a practice to talk about the time of year that is the Leo constellation, the Lion. So mostly the end of July and beginning of August up until August 21st. And I thought today we would tune into a deck that I have called Dollar Bills. So this is all about activating your personal relationship with money, with abundance. And I always love the little term when you say abundance. It's like you are dancing. So don't forget your movement practice in life just to feel really positive and like you're gonna move your buns around. And I wanted to pick 3 cards from this deck today to just reaffirm our connection with money and maybe bring in some really cool practices. So this one is called a money gem. Money should first be invested in your physical, mental, and spiritual growth and development. Without the health and well-being of these 3, there is no purpose for money. So that's a really good reminder. Tuning into the things that are really healthy for you as an individual and your self-care practices that don't necessarily just involve money. So tune into your physical, mental, and spiritual growth and development. Let's pick a card from practice. Let's choose one. Remove the word broke from your vocabulary. With resources, you are abundant with resources and opportunities to assist in building wealth. You are abundant with resources and opportunities to assist in building wealth. So I really like that reminder. You know, when we affirm or reaffirm, I'm so broke, I have no money, the universe is listening. It's like your heart is a big magnet putting out that intention. So you want to actually shift the intention. And I decided to pick the affirmation card that I love the most. I am a money magnet. So I want you to say it now. I am a money magnet. I attract love and abundance into my life, and I am a money magnet is such an amazing affirmation. I try to say it frequently. And just a good reminder to think really positively about money whenever you're dealing with it. Really try to think of something that makes you happy before you deal with anything to do with bills, anything to do with the transfer of money. Just be really happy and see if you can continue to feel that vibration of positivity when you are with your resources and that you imagine that they continue to grow. So we're going to do a little practice today. I'm not just going to babble on, although I do love that so much. So thank you for listening, and hopefully this was a good reaffirmation for you for how to tune into your abundance. I always try to do everything with love, so I brought a couple of crystals, beautiful labradorite, a beautiful fluorite heart. So it's just that reminder when you're working with money, abundance, that you do it with positivity. Humility is a good one too. So let's start off in our seated position, Shavasana. No, that's not Shavasana. Sukhasana, which is a easy pose. And actually Sukhasana means good place. So it's a really nice foundation to settle yourself down. Maybe you bring your butt cheeks back and just get a sense of plugging into the earth. We want to get grounded so that we can also feel that upliftment of our energy and feel like we are having a really grand experience in this human life as we go through Earth School. So find your good place, my friend. Let's take a deep inhalation together. And then a nice long exhale breath. Try to make each part of your breath at least 5 counts. Inhale again with me for 5 5 or 6. Exhale for 5 or 6 counts, and then gently place your hands on your heart while you continue this mindful breath. So let's tune into the energy of our heart. How are you feeling today? I care. I wonder. I know that times can be very difficult. I think that the energy of the last 2 full moons was very powerful. Both of the last full moons were in Capricorn, and that is actually the tarot sign of the devil. And that might be scary and a really yucky feeling, but I just want you to continue deep breathing, and I just want you to identify a little bit of your shadow. Just notice where you keep some of the not so positive energy in your life. So we started off with these affirmations today. I want you to think about what your shadow is, and what your relationship is with money, with other people, with yourself. How do you talk to yourself? So one of the most important things I believe we need to learn in life is to be really kind and loving to ourselves. Let's take 2 more deep breaths and just examine anything that you say or do that is negative or unkind to yourself, and let's let that go. Beautiful. Let's do a couple of spinal circles in both directions. So hands on the knees. So we're going to do more than a couple. Bring your chest to your right knee. Inhale across to your left, and then circle back around. So this one awakens our spirit energy. We notice that sometimes being rooted and grounded and really firm and determined on earth can be really good for us as a foundation, but we also want to lift our spirits. I want you to feel and sense that energy of being a spark of joy, or experiencing 3 sparks of joy every day. Let's do 3 more circles. Smile and breathe. Yogi's secret of success. Yogi simply means enlightened mind. So just notice where your mind has been dark or in the shadows, and let's shine a little light in those dark places. Come to stillness, just pause for a moment. Maybe you notice that smile wants to stay on your face. Maybe you're getting some energy and light and love into some challenging areas of your life. Could be, again, mental, spiritual, physical, and we want to release that. So now we're going to go the other direction. So we're going to bring our chest to our right knee, inhale across to the left, and go around. And have fun with it. Whichever way you were going the first time, go the opposite direction now. Another little variation you could do, just pause, is switch which foot is in front. And then keep the circle going. The intention, the idea is to raise up your Kundalini energy, your spirit light energy. And it goes through all of your chakras, your spinning wheels of light, or subtle energy centers in the body. And you can remember these centers because they follow the color of the visible light spectrum, the rainbow. So red is at the root. Let's come back to stillness. Imagine light coming up through the back, through the spine. Orange is at the navel. At the solar plexus, we have gold or yellow. At the heart, we have green. At the neck and throat, we have blue. At the third eye, we have indigo. And at the crown of the head, we have purple. And then just please with me, imagine your aura, your electromagnetic field around your body. Visualize, sense, feel, intend that you have a glowing aura that is so beautiful. It's filled with positivity. And as you shift your intentions, I am a love magnet. I am a money magnet. I emit positivity from my heart, from my electromagnet to the world, that you feel and sense yourself as a positive, happy, healthy human on this planet. So we haven't really done too much physical asana practice yet, but we're working on concentration, meditation, even the 8th limb of Ashtanga Yoga, which is samadhi, super consciousness. We're activating the fact that we are actually a super being, not just a human being and life is about suffering and poopy stuff. See, the dog even agrees that we are here to be light beings, to be a light worker, to raise the vibration, our frequency in body, mind, and spirit. Let's take one more breath together, visualizing an egg of light, a field around the body that is strong, that is glowing. Maybe you even sense and feel a predominant color in your aura. I love to visualize the aura as iridescent light. Oh, that was a lot of energy, but it feels really good today to try to raise our frequency and our vibration together so that we can be the most positive, healthy, happy version of ourselves. Let's take the arms out to the sides. We're going to bend the elbows. Bring your thumb and your index finger together. And we're going to do a spinal twist. This is dynamic, so it means it's a faster spinal twist. We twist to the right, inhale. We twist to the left, exhale. Of course, you're welcome to stay at one side for longer if this quicker motion isn't so pleasant for you, but I want you to just see what's happening if you go a little faster. And I love the mantra. This is from Kundalini Yoga, Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat means truth and Nam means name. Sat Nam. You can say it inside your body, and it means truth is my vibration. Truth is my name. Sorry for Finny barking his little silly face off. He's being a dog. If you find this bothers your shoulders, you can also lower your elbows, but it is very powerful to keep your elbows and shoulders in that straight line. Let's do 10 more. Good. Gently relax your arms down. Feel some energy rushing through your shoulders, maybe loosening that heaviness that we sometimes carry around. And I'd like to see if this is available for you today. What would it feel like to stretch your right, well, in my case, right leg, but maybe the mirror image, to stretch your leg behind you instead of just staying in easy pose? If this doesn't feel good, all good. Just stay with both legs crossed. This is called deer pose. And I just love this big, deep hip opening that this pose offers. What would it feel like to bring your chest and shoulders to face over that knee, that right knee, and then maybe even walk your hands down a little bit. Just see how that feels. I'm getting a big stretch in that left hip socket here. And then ever so gently walk yourself over to the other side. Maybe if this is a place you could even go a little bit deeper, you could stack your fists and rest your forehead. Of course, another variation just to stretch with the arms out long and just feel and sense your whole body. Enjoy your breathing. Good. Lift back up. Come back to center with those hands, with the shoulders, with your chest. And let's switch the legs. Again, You don't have to do this. You could stay in easy pose and do those stretches. So right leg comes in, left leg twists out, and again, make sure it feels comfortable. If there's any pinching or anything that just doesn't feel nice, stop what you're doing and come back to easy pose. So sit up nice and tall, see how you feel. So the variation of going over the bent knee is to the left is a little bit intense, but I just want you to see how it feels. Again, if anything starts to feel not so great, just back off a little bit. See how it would feel to angle your chest over that knee and just give yourself a little stretch. Where do you feel the stretch? By the way, I'm so grateful for you to be here. Thank you so much for joining, and you're still here, so I'm super grateful. Let's walk over to that right knee now, and again, play with this. Maybe we draw the navel in, maybe we get a little stretch that's deeper on the right side. You can angle your arms out, you can stack the fists. It should feel nice, so just slow down that breath, go right into that hip socket, and just see how you feel. Maybe you have a little crystal army close by, just reminding you that you are a crystalline being and you're awakening that crystal consciousness like light shining through a crystal, and your rainbow colors are coming out. Lift yourself back up gently if you haven't already. Come back to center. Thank you so much. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy your breathing, as Thich Nhat Hanh would say. Draw that leg in wherever it was, and then we'll gently take a moment to stretch the legs out long. Do a little shake in the legs. Sit up nice and tall in Dandasana. So the opposite, you can do it. Feel yourself slouch, feel yourself release, and then if it's available, do up that imaginary zipper up the front of the body. Sit with a tall spine, ground and root through your sitting bones, and get that essence of your spinal column, just like your walking stick in life, the Danda. Good, and we're feeling ourselves just settle into that nice core engagement, nice strength through the mid-body. Good. So we're going to lower down on our back. We're going to do a couple stretches for the hips, and then we're out of here. Today is activating that energy of the Capricorn full moon that we had in June on the 21st and July 21st. So we're going to gently bring our knees up. You can imagine you're holding a ball, an imaginary tree. Hug that tree, and I want you to lower to the ground in 4 breaths. So when you get to that part that it's a bit hard to hold, I want you to actually stay there for an extra moment. Plug in through the feet. You can sit up a little taller whenever you need to, and then lower down and let yourself shake and vibrate. Pause part way. Another breath. See if we can lower down without crashing. Draw your navel to the spine if you can. And then the last part, lowering your upper body all the way to the mat, feeling that nice connection with the earth. Smile and breathe. So we're going to do 2 powerful hip stretches, and the first one is the figure 4 pose. So bend your knees so that they're comfortable. Your feet are about shoulder or hip width apart. And we're going to take our right leg and float it up right in front of the left knee. So the ankle crosses the knee. Now you can hang out here. The next variation would be to draw both legs towards you. This is my favorite option. Hold on to your ankle and your knee. How does this feel? You can do a little rocking here as well. Very powerful. And then the last variation is to thread the hands around that left thigh and interlace your fingers. So I lift my head and shoulders. You don't have to do that as well. You can lower down. So this is a powerful stretch. You should feel it in your right hip socket. Last variation is to straighten your left leg. What does that do for you? So see if that's available. If not, keep it here or release the leg and keep your hands on your ankle and your knee. You can still draw your leg closer to you with this variation. You can even cradle the hand around the foot and the other hand around the knee. One more breath here. You can do a little side to side. And just go into that hip and release stored trauma, either conscious or unconscious. Maybe that's where we hold some of the shadow energy of, you know, I have a muffin top or whatever. Any negative statement, I want you to let that go now. Even if terrible things have happened to you in life, I'm so sorry for any suffering, but I want you to let it go now. That energy doesn't define you. Let's release, gently release that left foot to the floor, the arms are down at the ground, and then release the right leg. So just pause for a moment, sense and feel your body, and then take the next side. The left foot lifts up onto that right knee. So you can hang out here. This is beautiful. You can also draw both legs towards you. Take hold of the knee and the ankle. Again, do a little angling here. You can move that knee in and out. You can go side to side. Feel into it. My left hip has been really talking to me this past month or so. So I just really am enjoying this stretch. This is a beautiful stretch for anything to do with the legs, especially the hips. And remember our variations. You can thread the fingers around that right thigh, lifting up the head and shoulders. Maybe you lower the head back down. Again, you're not in any pinching or straining. If it's painful, it's not yoga. And then that last variation of lifting the right leg. If you've never done it before, give it a try. It's not hard. It's just a variation. And then again, find that place where you're like, you know, I really like it here. And I want you to hold that for 2 more deep breaths. So I'm going to take my favorite variation. I love that leg that you're hugging and holding, or whichever side you're on. Maybe do a little rock side to side. Just get in there. You can even give the hip socket a little rub. I love you. Please let go of any trauma. I heard this statement the other day, and you can say your name. So I am Nicole, and only good things happen to me. So say your name and then say only good things happen to me. Another very positive affirmation is saying, I am blessed. I am healthy. I am happy. Good. Let's release. I am a money magnet. Remember that one. So foot on the ground, left foot releases mindfully. Just pause here for a moment. See how you feel. Should feel good. And then the last pose we're going to do today is happy baby. So I want you to go back to your inner child. Yes, we're doing inner child attunements. And that means that we're going to actually create an energy of feeling good when we were younger and imagining that time doesn't exist. We're going to just say, I'm a happy baby. So feet super wide apart, feet facing the ceiling. And first variation is just to take the hands behind the thighs. So just give yourself a little hug here. See how this feels. If you're already in full happy baby, go for it. You can also do this one leg at a time. Second option is to reach your hands up towards the ankles. Now, a tendency here is that the upper body lifts. So I want you to really focus on drawing your shoulder blades, your scapula, down to the mat. So as soon as we go to reach, all of the upper shoulder area starts to come off the ground. Try to make an intention to keep yourself glued down. And then the last variation, if you're feeling it today, reach for the outside of the left foot and the right foot. Again, my shoulder blades just lifted right off the mat. I want to bend my knees just mindfully, and I want to bring my shoulders down towards the floor. Keep your chin a little bit tucked, and then boom, you're in happy baby. So do a little fun couple of noises here. Goo goo gaga. I'm happy baby. I'm happy. Go side to side if that feels good. Lower your hands if that feels good. Try to connect with your scapula, your beautiful angel wings, your shoulder blades, connecting with the mat. And smile and breathe. Yogi's secret of success. And you know, you don't have to be any particular belief system to just be a good person, to emanate good energy. Find that creator, divine energy from the inside out. One more breath. From the book, The 3 Magic Words, the affirmation is, I am God. And it's not to say I'm the only God, it's to say I am as important as that spark of light in everything. Okay, release. Let's shake like a bug stuck on its back. Shaking is the most powerful way to release stress, anxiety. If you smile and breathe, you can't be in a bad mood. You can also shake while you're standing. So shake any yucky tension, any trauma, anything negative, shake it off and come back into that beautiful space of you being an enlightened and illumined, magical being. Smile, deepen your breath. One more deep breath, shaking it off. And then release. Come into your final position. You could have your knees up. You could extend your legs long into full Shavasana. And find a place where you can take some deep breaths. If you have time today, you can hang out in Shavasana for as long as you wish. Maybe you play some gentle music. You're also welcome to listen to one of my guided meditations on my playlist. And I just want you to feel your body melt into the earth. You are the trees. You are the rivers. You are the mountains. You are the air. You are the fire. You are the stars. You are magic. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you have an amazing sleep tonight. Remember the very important work of a fellow named Neville Goddard. Feeling is the secret. So before you go to bed, reaffirm that you're going to have a wonderful sleep. Reaffirm that you're going to have a wonderful day the next morning when you get up. Try to do that little program the night before so that your subconscious and conscious mind can have this conversation of how you're going to be this abundant love and money magnet. Wishing you so well. I love you, and I think that you are perfect just the way you are. Keeping you, keep making good choices, and be good. Bring the hands up together. Let's rest our thumbs against the middle of the forehead, our center of intuition. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste.